The defense rests in the trial of Cesar Goodson, the Baltimore police officer facing the most serious charges in the arrest and death of Freddie Gray. It comes after a surprise witness takes a stand. Officer Edward Nero, acquitted on all charges last month. WJZ investigator Mike Hellgren is live at Courthouse East with today's testimony and what happens now. Mike?
Vic, Nero testified briefly about putting Gray into the van, closing out the defense. In addition to murder, Goodson faces misconduct, manslaughter, reckless endangerment, and assault charges. Officer Cesar Goodson never took the stand at his trial to confront the charge he murdered Freddie Gray. If you were Officer Goodson right now, would you be worried?
I think any defendant that's accused of murder has to be worried.
But his defense called a surprise final witness, fellow officer Edward Nero, who was acquitted in the same case last month. Officer Nero said Gray was uncooperative and wildly shook the police van, supporting the defense contention he was too much of a risk to secure with a seatbelt.
It was one opportunity for the defense to establish that Mr. Gray was being non-cooperative.
Prosecutors allege Officer Goodson gave Gray a rough ride, seen in this video when he failed to stop at a stop sign as he drove Gray through West Baltimore, causing the spinal cord injuries that killed him. They say Goodson knew Gray needed to go to the hospital but did nothing to help him. But the judge, who alone is deciding Goodson's fate, already expressed doubt over whether the evidence supports murder.
The prosecution has decided early on that they were going to prosecute and attempted to make the evidence fit.
The judge rejected a defense bid to allow into evidence the deputy state's attorney's comments that Goodson did not have custody of Gray. Comments he made during the closing arguments in Officer Nero's trial.
There has not been a conviction of a police officer in our city for crimes committed in the line of duty for the past 20 years.
A verdict is expected by the middle of next week. And closing statements will take place here on Monday morning. All the power, Vic, rests with the judge in this case.
Mike, thank you. And here's what you need to know.